here we are, guys. Another episode of Media Strikes Back. Welcome, Yana. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome, JD. How you doing?
I'm great.
Loving the
Absolutely
red?
fantastic. Yes, I don't
Very
mind a little
nice.
bit of red. It's I don't know what it brings out, but let's maybe my lips.
At least not sunburn.
No,
That'd be
a
scary.
little
You
bit
might
bad.
camouflage
But
into the couch.
You're looking absolutely radiant as ever.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm not going to say why. It could be that thing that you've got sitting on your finger. But
My bling. My
yeah,
new
your
bling.
new bling. But we won't go any further into that. What have we got lined up there tonight?
So this episode, we bring you Ella Hooper.
Yes, the delightful Ella Hooper. What else?
We've also got an alternative beauty pageant that I won't give away too much about what it's about. You'll find out in a moment.
You certainly will. Yes.
And Bambi and Sammi, of course,
Bambi and
that
Sammi.
are all about hair. So can't wait to talk to them.
Excellent. Well, why don't we get cracking, because it is a big episode there that we've got lined up. Ella Hooper, absolute pleasure to interview as always. The second time I've had the honour to do so. And yeah, look, we always just have a nice casual chat there, Yana, and that's what I love about interviewing Ella. It's just like we're role mates catching up,
Good
from
friends.
time to time. Yeah, good friends. I like to think we're good friends. So, look, why don't we find out where Ella's at, and we'll come back after that.
Low high, the bittersweet of life. Who knows the emptiness I find? The sky was falling down on me. The waves would drag me out to sea. I try to fill my cup with light. I fight to overcome this low high. It's the apple of my eye. When I go below to mind the fire inside. The sea will take me down below. Who knows the empty place I go? I try to fill my cup with light. I fight.
All right, ladies and gents, we have one of our favourites on the show again, Ella Hooper. How are we?
I'm glad I'm still one of your favourites. Yay! I'm
Always. Now, everything's been happening for you. You've been absolutely chock-a-block full. Everything's going on. But let's talk about the main thing for you at the moment, your new album. Yeah?
I'm like a proud parent. I'm like so emotional. It's just so great to have it out there.
It is. So in tongues, and this is your first solo album. And we've been kind of lucky enough to sort of follow you on the road to getting this launched, because we started with Haxon,
Yes.
which was the last time that we saw you when you were releasing that. And then, of course, we had Red Shoes.
You guys have been there the whole way.
We have.
So thank you for that. You're really across the journey, the sort of slightly drawn out journey of releasing in tongues. But it's been great to have you there documenting it the whole way. And
What was the turning point? What said to you, okay, it's time to do a solo album?
well, it's this funny feeling. It's like a time of life thing. I think you just know, and with age comes a little bit of insight into like why you're feeling a certain way. And to be honest, I wasn't feeling very inspired. I was feeling a bit flat for almost a whole year there. I was sort of going through the motions. I'm a pretty happy person, but I was like, something's missing.
Yeah.
And I think it's challenge. Like I really need to challenge myself. And what's that one thing I've always been a little bit too scared to do? Solo album. So
Right.
it's time to just challenge myself, change up my working structures, like i.e. not do an album with Jess, which I had never done before. Everything I had made with him. So
course.
even though that was an ingredient that I loved, I had to take that main ingredient
And that's
away.
hard to break, isn't
Oh,
it?
was
Because
so
of your
hard.
relationship as well.
Yeah, I freaked out. Like I really was so nervous and so sort of strung out about that decision.
Yep.
which in the end has totally been a great decision for him and a great decision for me, and there was nothing to fear there. So when you face your fear, you get this gold, and yeah, it's
That's
been
it.
amazing ever since.
What's the favourite part of making an album? Because it's obviously been quite a big process for you, because it has taken a while. We've had three singles released before the album. What was the process, and how did you piece it all together? Because it's quite a range of music that you've got, and flavours and feelings that you've got on your album. So what was the favourite part of putting that all together?
Oh, like my favourite part was experimenting and searching for those different flavours that you mentioned. Like, it can be quite hard to balance because my taste is very diverse. I love almost every genre if it's not crap. Like, I love the best example of most kinds of music. So I wanted to try a lot of different things, and one of my favourite times was when we weren't yet putting things down good copy. We were just experimenting, making demos basically. And I loved the demos so much with this record.
Tell us about that. Is there a story behind each of your songs? Is it all related to you?
In this one, it kind of is. I can't lie. It's definitely a personal album, and it's probably... it's the furthest I've gone into really sharing where I really truly am, and not using that much metaphor and not using that much simile or imagine if I was this character. I really am just being myself.
Right.
But myself, a heightened version of myself.
Okay.
The sort of archetypal parts of myself. So, when I'm singing about obsession and tying up and down in laces and stuff like that, it's not like I'm off at the bondage club on the weekend. Like, it's just about the feeling of being constrained, or the feeling of being obsessed. So don't take me too literally.
I'll try not to. I'll try not to.
You can use those visuals in your own head if you want.
Okay, all right. And what about the fan base? Because, I mean, you do have a lot of fans that have followed you from day one, but then you've got these new guys that have come through and followed you with Jesse, and then, of course, we've got everyone now. How have you found it? How have they found the album, given that each song is quite individual?
It's been interesting. I think there's a couple of songs on the album that fans of Killing Heidi have gone like, that's my favourite, and it does speak of some of those older rock elements. But there's a whole bunch of people. I got the most amazing tweet the other day, and it was like, OMG, just worked out that Ella Hooper is the girl from Killing Heidi. I was like, no way. The fact that she didn't know that. So she's come up in a whole other generation where I'm just somebody from telly, or somebody from radio show, or just maybe even somebody from this new music. Blew me away, and I thought, there is a whole new audience.
Like, I've broken away.
I've just outgrown it. I outlived it.
I've made it.
I had to wait 15 years. But yeah, it was incredible.
That's really good. And I mean, In Tongues as a song, that's probably the one that I can relate more to in terms of Killing Heidi, because you can really sort of still get the feel, and I mean, of course, it's your voice, it's Killing Heidi, but we can really still see that flavour is still there, and that passion, that love for Killing Heidi is still there.
And that love for rock, really, like for guitars that do sort of push you, and a big chorus, small verse. Yeah, that definitely has that 90s aesthetic that I still love. But yeah.
Yeah. Is there a plan for a second album?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I am working on it almost immediately.
Excellent.
Yeah, and it's not going to be this long drawn out In Tongues debate. I promise you, there is a timeline, and we are sticking to it.
Hey, we don't mind, because we like the journey. It has been a good journey.
Yeah.
I know it's been stressful for you, because it's your baby, it's your passion. That's what we like to hear, and you're still doing it in the #1 place, Melbourne.
Of course, it inspires me. I use it.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. I can't wait to see more.
In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. I got my thrill.
All right, welcome back, you guys. Tuned into Media Strikes Back. Yana, what have we got next?
We've got an interesting beauty pageant that you went to recently.
Yes, it is interesting. Yes, some would say interesting. I'd say it's beautiful, as all beauty pageants are.
It's a bit alternative.
It certainly is.
Which I love.
That's great. And I mean, speaking to the Queen of Beauty pageants, you've been to along to a lot of these, being part of them. Tell us, have you ever been to anything like this?
In my younger days. Yes, so beauty pageants, gosh, the energy and the excitement and the nerves and everything really does kick in. It's always scary. And I think that it needs to be a bit, just to get the blood rushing and the excitement. And I absolutely love it.
Have you ever been to anything like this beauty pageant before?
Not like this. Not something as colourful and glamorous. And I have to say, the makeup is just phenomenal. I swear, these guys know how to do it to a T. Best makeup ever on YouTube.
They certainly do. And the ladies look fantastic. So why don't we head on over, find out what it's all about, and then we can come back and have a bit of a chat. All right, here I am. I'm with the lady herself, Gaza. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And I mean, everything that's happening behind us right now is
Exactly.
absolutely fabulous. And I believe that this is your baby. This is your doing. Is this right?
This is really our baby. And we started it like 6 years ago here in Melbourne. So I think this is really the first and, all over Australia, because we are gathering all the beautiful transsexuals all over Australia, and also the drag queens, the cross-dressers, and all under the banner of the transgender community.
All right, here we are for Miss Gay, Miss Transsexual 2015. It's a massive weekend we're about to embark on, and I have with me the winners of 2014 Miss Gay and Miss Transsexual. I have Kiara and Aiko. How are you?
Hello, we're good. How are you?
Yeah, very well. How's the weekend begun so far?
I think it's begun so well. Like right now, the girls are having their photo shoot done, and this will promote the pageant as well.
Sure.
So it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure they're all prepared now, so ready for battle for tomorrow.
Yes.
Wow, and it's certainly
Yes.
all happening. Melbourne, what a place to have it.
Yeah, it is.
And tell me a little bit about how the pageant works.
Well, initially, it's really about giving awareness for the transgender community in Australia. So it works like a competition, but at the same time, it's actually a very friendly one, because all the girls are supposed to really know each other and connect with each other before the pageant, after the pageant, Like 4 years ago, all these girls that were competing with the pageant are still really close friends, and so we're more like a family. In this
Fantastic.
pageant. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay, so tell me, what's involved in the pageant that's going to take place over the weekend?
Well, it's basically an alternative beauty pageant for the LGBT community. So we are promoting acceptance and awareness of the community. And this year, there's going to be a new portion where the girls would be supporting a specific group.
Okay, so like a cause?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
And hopefully may the best girl win.
Indeed. Now, I do believe that there is a cause attached to this year. Is that correct?
Yes. So this year, we actually the girls have chosen their charity. For example, one of the girls is choosing the Beyond Blue, for depression.
Yeah, great.
And most of the girls are choosing the trans clubs and things like that supports us as well.
Excellent.
So everyone has their own charity, like even animals.
Oh,
love
wow.
Australia,
Amazing.
Yeah, it is.
And what's involved for you lovely ladies this year around, obviously being the winners last year? What do you have to do throughout the pageant?
Well, we are good guidance for them. So these girls are very beautiful, and then most of the candidates were new. So it's good to be a good mentor to them as well. So we can share all our experiences and what we have done in order for us to, have this crown.
Indeed, and they're quite lavish crowns, aren't they? They look wonderful.
They are,
Very
they're
big and
heavy.
charming. And they're heavy. It's all about building those neck muscles, isn't it? After tomorrow, after we have the big celebration, we find out who the winners are.
Yes.
Where is the after party? Let's talk about the big after party. What's happening there?
Well, our big after party would be the Pride March the following day.
Yep.
So all the girls will be parading in St. Kilda. It's under the Midsummer Festival.
Fantastic.
So we're also parading them, the winners, and last year's winners and previous winners, things are here
Yep.
to really support us and show our support towards the our mission, which is trans awareness for acceptance of the trans community.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like it's absolutely going great.
It is.
And we look forward to obviously coming along and seeing all of it unfold tomorrow and, of course, on
Exactly.
Sunday at the Midsummer Festival.
Yeah, so see you in the pageant tomorrow.
No
It's so
worries.
exciting.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, Yana, that was amazing. I actually really enjoyed that. It's the first one that I've been to, and obviously they are raising awareness and a great cause out there. What did you think of, obviously, the fashion and the frivolity? What did you think?
I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. You can just see how much effort and planning and organisation is involved. I definitely am going to the next one. I loved it.
You should, and I'm sure they'd get you up for some of the festivities as well, because it is a big event. It's not just about the runway, so yeah, it's definitely worthwhile going on to. And we encourage everyone out there to raise awareness for this cause as well, and head on down.
Absolutely. It's a celebration, isn't it?
It is.
To
It's what it's all about.
yeah, get awareness of these gay and transvestite communities. And I just think that they did a marvellous job.
They certainly did. All right. Now, I believe we're going to go over to another ad break before we go to our final segment there tonight. So we'll see you right back.
Bambi and Sammi coming up. Stay tuned.
In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. I got my thrill.
Welcome back, guys. We're about to have a chat to Carla and Danielle.
Where are they from?
They're from Bambi and Sammi, so they go by those names.
I love the names, and I mean,
Aren't they
I
cute?
was wondering a little bit earlier as to why those names were, but you could probably shed some light on that,
Oh,
can't you?
I think you'll have to find out in the
Oh,
interview.
you're keeping tight lips there. Well, I like the title. I was like, oh, is it a little deer and a young girl or something? But no. I guess we'll have
Close.
to head on over and find out, won't we, Yana?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Let's check them out. Hi, everyone. I'm here with Carla. How are you?
Hi, Anna. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I wish we had Danielle here as well, but she's with us in spirit. She's off
Definitely
holidaying at the moment.
Yeah.
But these guys are actually the founders of hair care range Bambi and Sammi, all eco-friendly and magnificent. How did you come up with it?
So Danielle and I have actually been working within the hairdressing industry for many years, and we saw a change that we wanted to make to shift our industry into an eco-friendly environment.
I think a lot of people these days are really conscious about what they eat. There's all these superfoods that have recently come out. There's a new green that they find every day, and it's really great that we're so conscious about the food choices that we make. But the skin's our biggest organ, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So Danielle and I have seen this shift in food in recent times, so we've wanted to start shifting that into cosmetic awareness into our generation of today, making people more aware of the importance of these choices. It took us quite a while to put together a little list of things that we wanted and things that we didn't want. We decided that we wanted to have something that was going to be ethically sourced ingredients, so that means that fair trade practices have been put into place to gather those ingredients. We definitely wanted no parabens or sulfates, and it's really cool because they're starting to become very commercially aware that they're not sort of acceptable anymore. We wanted definitely no testing on animals, and we wanted to, of course, make sure that our product was natural, meaning that everything comes from a plant source.
Wow, that sounds brilliant. Like, it's funny that you say the things that aren't in there, like parabens and sulfates, like they sound pretty harmful things.
Yeah.
What can they possibly do to you?
Yep, so basically they're your nasty ingredients, and they're very cheap ingredients that are put into a lot of cosmetics that shouldn't really be in there anymore these days. You'll find those sort of ingredients as well in your laundry and in your kitchen as well. So they're in hair care and cosmetics, and they're very harmful to the skin.
Time to start checking all the ingredients on the back of packaging labels of all the products that we buy, which is happening more and more, which is really great to see. Now, where do you see Bambi and Sammi going?
So Danielle and I have always been telling each other that the world is our oyster. We're currently in the process of releasing a shampoo and conditioner, and hopefully in the next couple of years we'll be having our full care skincare range out.
Fantastic. Are you conscious about everything that you put on your body ever since going through, I'm sure, a massive research process into your brand and your products?
Yeah, definitely. We've both completely had a look at ourselves and what we use and what we put onto our body, and we've even started bringing it over into our families as well, trying to convince our friends and trying to educate everybody, because that's what we're here for. That's what we want to do.
And so you guys are obviously amongst it every single day, working as hairdressers in salons, but how did it come together? How did the idea for Bambi and Sammi being an eco-friendly product, how did you kind of go, yep, let's do this?
Yeah, so Danielle and I have been working within the hairdressing industry for many years. We got to know each other in a salon a couple of years ago on a short contract, and we realised that we had many similar ideas on where we wanted to see our hairdressing industry heading towards. So we wanted to start developing something to raise awareness on cosmetic choices, and we thought what better idea not to start with what we know.
Why not? Now look, guys, if there's anything you get out of this conversation, it's make sure you're conscious about exactly what goes into products and what you're ingesting and putting on your body, because it's really important, isn't it?
Yes, definitely it is.
Obviously, that's the end of the episode there tonight. It's a bit sad as always. We're sorry to leave you guys, but you can follow us via the normal social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Everywhere.
We're all over the place, so make sure you look us up, you like us, you add us, all those bits and pieces. But head on over to our website, which is www.mediastrikes.com, and you'll be able to keep up to date with all the latest episodes. And all of our contacts information are always on there, so anything that you've liked and you want to follow, it's there for you, mediastrikesback.com.
We'll see you next week.
We certainly will. Thanks, guys.